So today I want to talk about subcontracts and whether you need formal subcontracts with your suppliers. So you might be able to see behind me, I am at Lake Argyle, which is in WA's amazing Kimberley region. It's quite close to Kununurra. This is not a natural lake, it is a man-made dam, which was built in 1974 to supply, it was a dream of a Western Australian, I guess, European pioneer called Kimberley Durack, who had this vision of creating this agricultural kind of irrigation agriculture industry here in the Kimberley. And so eventually he persuaded the government to join him in his vision, and they built this dam, which is huge. I think it's like 100 times bigger than the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Like, you can only see a tiny bit of it behind me. So when I see a project like this, of course I can't help but think about all of the different parties involved. You know, when I look at the actual dam wall, of course there were lots of engineers and earthworks contractors and explosives contractors, and just I don't even know how many different people would have been involved in this, environmental consultants. And I have to say, it makes me salivate a little bit about getting all the contracts right and to work together really well. So, that's what made me think about subcontracts and whether you really need written subcontracts if you're involved in a construction or engineering project. And the answer is yes you do. There's a few reasons. One quite good reason is that particularly if you're in a works environment, but for engineers as well, having a written subcontract can protect you against claims of sham contracting, which is that idea of an employment relationship that's disguised as a contracting relationship. But there are other reasons why you might want to have subcontracts. They don't have to be 100% back to back, right? Like, you don't have to please don't attach an entire subcontract to the back of an entire head contract to the back of your subcontract, because that just drives everyone crazy and creates all kinds of confusion. But you might want to have someone go through your head contract and look for, firstly, express things that need to be passed down, and often this is going to look like insurances, anti-bribery, modern slavery, employment, work health and safety. You might have some other corporate policies that need to be passed down. So those will be actually compulsory, like they have to go in your subcontracts. And if your head contract says that, then that pretty much says you have to have written subcontracts as well. But there might be some other things as well that you want to pass down, like, is there a particular specification that has to be followed? Is there a particular standard of care that you want to pass down? Is there an exclusion of proportionate liability legislation? There's quite a few things that you might want to confirm in a written subcontract. And apart from that, it is just, as I always say, using a contract is a tool for better project outcomes and stronger commercial relationships, because it helps you to manage expectations, manage change in the project, and manage your relationship with your supplier. So, do you need a subcontract? Yes, you do.